Hey there guys, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Just turned midnight. I'm doing from this angle a couple more videos today. This first episode I'm going to do an individual review, one of the last full bottles that I bought last month, and time was sort of not in my favor, so I could not finish all the videos last month. So this month, in the starting of September, I'm trying to catch up with all the work. It actually is not like it's necessarily that I have to finish like that, but I feel better when I can finish my work. So I am actually just had my dinner. I had a very long day and I look kind of exhausted, so I don't want to appear in the camera because I want to look my best. So I am enjoying some fruits, grapes from South Africa, and then now I'm doing this review. Hopefully you will like that. This is called Vintage Castle, and this is a niche Amarati line from Lattafa EDP 100 ml. Okay, so previously you have seen my review, okay, on this one, which is called Mughal Fort. Okay, and I told you in that video these bottles are like these. Even the other one that I had, the Khalid, wait, I have it. It's far. These are two of the heaviest bottles that I bought like last month, and these are like unique fragrances too. Very interesting. Check out my review on those. But this one, the third one, there's another one like this, like sort of like tower or fort called Pisa, but Pisa was not on my list because it's expensive. So let's see what you get in Vintage Castle. This fragrance is not like released like for very long time. It's been in the market for maybe 1 to 2 years. I'm not quite sure, I forgot the date. So this one I also bought for the presentation, you can tell. Then I read the description of the smell. I did not see so many reviews on this. It's not like a crazy hype beast or something, but I read the comments, I read the reviews. It was mixed review, obviously, because these are kind of fragrances very polarizing, not for everybody, right? And I thought, let's do it. What else you got to lose? So these perfumes are like, it depends on where you get them from. This can be had from somewhere 45 to 65, 70, like that dollars, depending on where you got them from. Okay, so let's start. So this is a 4-part presentation, as you can see. First one you get is this box. It clearly gives that picture of the bottle. And I knew like these bottles are eventually gonna get like, a little bit discounted, and they have the hole at the base. Sorry, I'm still recovering from the injury here. It looks bad. Okay, so I thought I broke my finger a few days ago. This is a broken finger anyway. So basically, yeah, it is to sort of push the box if this one gets stuck inside. Sometimes they do because of the airtight thing or the cellophane if it gets airtight. So these are all the information. Okay, on the box is a massive box. You can literally almost put 3 to 4 bottles of that, because it's that huge, and it's very difficult to carry in your luggage because they're very heavy. Okay, so all this information is important. Let's say you're bringing this from Saudi or Dubai, Middle East, somewhere, this is gonna add to your luggage weight. Okay, so yeah, these bottles are massively like heavy. They are like literally, like someone asked me, are they like bottles or weapons? So I can kind of see that. Next one, these are too big to show. So these boxes, they have this nice little touch. I love these boxes. I think a little bit imbalanced here, but anyway, so you can see the name tag here. This is a plastic. This is like that. So if you do not know, like if you open it for the first time, you'll try to open it like this, like a door. No, they open like sideways. Okay, and here, that's where the bottle stays, and this is like nice. Okay, and got magnet. So that's the second presentation. Third is, as usual, they give niche Amarati perfumes, all the catalog or brochure. I don't know what you call the catalog or brochure. I do have few of them. I did review Khanjar. A few I didn't review because for me, I'm a little bit like a goldfish. I'm attracted to shiny objects. Like particularly, let's say these bottles, they smell really nice, but I don't find those bottles interesting. That's why I didn't buy. Even some of the other one, Lujain, I reviewed them from another shop. This is a nice bottle though, Jauhara. So some of the other ones, they are not so pretty. So I missed out. Let's say this one. Oh, nah. Yeah, so these bottles are not my favorite, but anyways, you get an idea what to expect with this line, and they are all like within that range. So basically, let's take out the bottle. Let's create some space. So this one is super heavy. As you can tell, this bottle is like there's a perfume from Saudi, forgot the house name, maybe Arabian Oud or something. It's called Clock Tower. I want that so bad for the bottle only. This one, someone mentioned this can be a showpiece on one of your furnitures, just as a decorative showpiece, and you can tell, yeah, that would make so much sense because it says the name, the cap, everything is like a whole house or a castle, and these are outer bodies. I think is metal, that's why it's so heavy. Okay, it's like a copper color. Okay, so I'm not rushing or anything because I want to show the bottle first. You know, it's like beautiful bottle. Even if you do not like the perfume, you can keep it just for the collection. Okay, so I'm having the perfume on my hand here as the dry down is very oily experience. Let me spray this on my left hand once again, somewhere here just for the opening. Really good atomizer. Check out the atomizer. Okay, I'll show you. Okay, it's very good atomizer. I would say 9 out of 10 for the atomizer. So sound click check. Yeah, satisfactory. Okay, so until this one settles down on my skin, let me read out the note, and I'll compare this with another fragrance which it got compared to on Fragrantica. I'll let you know what I think of that niche perfume rather. So this was, I think, released in somewhere maybe 2024 or 5. I'm not sure. Maybe 23. Could be wrong. I'll write down the release date. It's all on Fragrantica. So this one has notes like from Fragrantica. It says patchouli, green, iris. Mid notes are patchouli, mimosa. At this case, the heart, it's not green. It's just patchouli. And the base notes, it maintains the patchouli, civet, and marshmallow. Okay. So it's a weird notes breakdown, and you can see the usage of so much patchouli. You know, it will scare many people off because not many people are big fan of green leafy scents. This is a green leafy fragrance. Okay, and it definitely reminds me of big leaves, you know, in the forest. And I don't remember what trees are those, but you know, they are literally like this big like leaves, and they when they dry up, they still look nice. It looks like a paper, and you can literally write on those, right? So green leaf, first thing that comes to my mind. Okay, and someone compared this with a fragrance called, I cannot say the house name, Perfume Roma Patchouli or something like that. So I have, luckily, I'm going to review that this one, that patchouli version, and it was a gift from, very precious gift from one of my brothers, Asan Bhai. And look at that juice color. This is drop dead gorgeous, and he gifted me this because he said this is his favorite perfume. So let's just keep it here, the side, and I'll compare that in a while. Okay, so first thing about this Lattafa. We say ta, you guys say tea, right? So there's like, I think in English there's no such thing as Lattafa. You guys have said like Lattafa, right? Isn't it? Yeah. So the green maintains all the way, and this perfume is very unique. First thing, performance is stellar, and this is particularly good for, I think, particularly good for colder months, colder countries. It's not a gem that people would find it very appealing and then run and blind buy, or just say, I want this so bad, I need Vintage Castle right now in my life. No, that's not going to happen. What's going to happen though is some people, distinctive gentlemen, you guys saw my review on Khalid, they're going to buy this. The people who buy this or the Mughal Fort, if you know the reviews, these are not for everybody. This is not faint of hearts. Okay, and many people will buy these who actually appreciate niche style perfume. This is a niche perfume. By right, Lattafa and some of the other Middle Eastern brands, they're all niche. Do you know why? Because they only produce perfumes. They don't produce other stuff like designer goods. Okay, so in a way they are niche. But in this category, this is what I'm trying to say. It's a niche Amarate line. It's a niche perfume. It's not a simple designer smelling, you know, like a fragrance that people would say, oh, this is child's play, I can rock this, it's cool. No way. Maybe your teacher. Okay. And then I will say this fragrance, the longevity, as I told you, is very good. Projection is also stellar. But when I wear this in the high heat, at night time somehow get away with it, but daytime when the sun is like staring at me, I found this fragrance was really overbearing. It's not a bad thing to say, like, I actually like it, actually try to overpower me. You know, sometimes I like, you know, like you like some women, right? Like, you know, they overpower you, you know, it's kind of exciting. Kind of kinky, you know, not always, like, you know, imagine like a big wrestler or bodybuilder. No, not in that way. Maybe someone like, you know, who's that girl? I like her. She's a actress, but she is well built, but she was also like very pretty. I forgot her name. Not Jessica Biel. There's another girl. Okay, she, I think, is a fighter or something, UFC. So this is like that. This is like a beauty that powers you. This really powers you. If you cannot like tussle with it, it will, like, you know, take you down. You may like the experience, you may feel you're scared by it. Okay, so Vintage Castle, it gives that green, strong, sometimes like basil, sometimes like some other herbaceous quality, sometimes like grass or leaf. It gives the smell, but this stuff is not the same as the Parfum Roma. I cannot say the name, that's why it's sort of like ran, I write down the name, okay, of the perfume. So patchouli or something is called Parfum Roma's niche perfume, very different. This is a chocolatey patchouli, this is a green patchouli, so not even comparable. I'm wearing this perfume here just to ensure. Yeah, when I'm smelling it on my right hand, this and that basically are like, you can say like two cousins live in different country, different part of the world, but definitely not the same. I find maybe just a 20% aspect of the Roma in this one. Okay, that's it, done. So it's not a dupe of that. So then what else you get? Some people say it's like the first batch of this very beautiful fragrance called Fahrenheit. Okay, those who tried that, that crooked bottle or like the cap, like a little bit different cap, the first batches, right? How close is this to the Fahrenheit? The new Fahrenheit, it's a, it has patchouli. I think it has like gasoline smell. It has vetiver, leather, and some of the other stuff. But I don't see the motor oil thing in this one. So again, they are not comparable. I do not find them like similar. I do not know how the vintage Fahrenheit smell. Probably that's more rugged, but I don't know. If those who tried, you can say, if you tried both, you can tell. So what is this? It's not a clone that I know of anything that I tried so far. Okay, so it's an uncommon smell because I literally tested and bought many thousands of fragrances in my journey and channel. This is a unique experience, guys. Okay, if you love the nature, if you like the green, and if you love those breezy days of spring, spring, autumn, the same thing basically, and fall, winter, this is where this baby is gonna shine. Absolutely beautiful. It is strong. I love the way it overpowers me, and I love to be underneath. But at the same time, I don't think this fragrance is like harsh. There is the note of civet. Yep, that's there, but it's not really bothering me like Kuros or some of the Ted Lapidus Purum. Those are really like masculine, strong, and powerhouse. This is not a powerhouse, even though it's a performance, but a performance is like powerhouse, but it's not a powerhouse fragrance. It's not a fragrance that, it will be stinky. Okay, to me, this fragrance smells like a fragrance that would be released by a niche house, and you will find those, like the Irish, they wear the classy dress, the Irish gangster mob, and they have this nice hat, Peaky Blinders, right? They'll be wearing this. Okay, very mature. The patchouli is heavenly green, and it's not the chocolatey patchouli. I really like that aspect. I would hate it if it was gourmand mixed with like, like sometimes, the mix like weirdest things like candy mixed with civet, then mixed with coffee, and then vanilla, and then marshmallow. This one, they say have marshmallow, but lucky for me, all I smell is this greenness. Okay, so it's an earthy patchouli scent, and there is a touch of iris, which I get something like, like synthetic jungle. I think that one had some irisy, I don't know, there was like some nature, like some green. At the same time, there was like something like, how to say, like shiny and metallic, right? This one has some of those aspects. So if you love those kind of scents, definitely try this. Okay, I would say this fragrance, it smells like at least $150 to $200 worth. Yeah, it smells great. It doesn't smell at all like it's wannabe something. It's like inky or something, that just Lali Kankre Noir inspired. No, I think this fragrance is one of a kind. So far from whole of Lattafa that I tried, I reviewed a lot of Lattafas, okay, from different lines. I haven't smelled anything like this from this line. So for me, uniqueness, creativity, and all that, the bottle is 10. But if you say versatility, in the hot summer's day, I would not reach for it. Second, this is not a blind buy worthy. This is not for the masses. This is for people, distinctive gentlemen. Okay, like you really have good taste in perfume and you want to try something other than super sweet or citrus or like typical Pakuraban, Limal, Elixir. These things, if you don't like, this is your scent. This one you can wear with a nice Burberry overcoat or a nice like this hats. You remember the movie The Untouchables? Man, what Sean Connery was wearing, man, that guy was a legend. That guy was James Bond for a reason. And that guy is his voice, his accent and the way he delivers his speech. This is Sean Connery, like for me, like what he was wearing in Untouchables. Okay, so this is the fragrance. For me, despite it has some scores is missing, like versatility wise, not say blind buy worthy. In my world, I will rate this fragrance a 9.5 out of 10. That great. Okay, so definitely hidden gem. I would say underrated, very underrated. But try before you buy. Do not blind buy. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Let's do a list. Then we'll upload these together. Bye bye.